welcome to the show. Yes, I am Chuck, and this is Bonnie.
Hello.
Welcome to Two Guys and a Chick. The other guy would be, Mr. Big. He's always watching over us. Better start watching better. Been having a crap week. Mm-hmm. And we got Matt and Kevin in the booth. So welcome to the show. We're here to have some fun. Enjoy ourselves. So what did you do this weekend?
Worked on Saturday and hung out on the boat on Sunday and read my book. That's what I did.
And what did I do this weekend?
Worked on Saturday and hung out on the boat on Sunday and slept and got a nice red sunburn.
Exactly. Because you let me fall asleep in the sun without putting some lotion on. You saw me there. I'm like Larry the Lobster on one side, and I'm like flying a kite on the other.
You like those cookies? You know, those big cookies
Yeah,
that's
exactly
like chocolate on one side, vanilla on the other?
Big fat
Except it's
cookie,
strawberry
black on one side, white on the other.
See, strawberry and vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
That was you.
Not good.
Sorry. It wasn't hot out. It didn't seem like it was going to.
Didn't seem like it was hot, but you know what? Ouch. Yeah.
Yeah, you were kind of pink for a little while there.
Yeah.
Sorry. It wasn't hot out. Didn't seem. So, anyways.
So, moving right along.
Moving right along, we have a new segment that's going to be starting sometime soon. And what I'm asking our viewers for at this point is if your grandmother has a secret recipe that fixes something, it gets blood out of carpet or fixes a hangover or a miracle cure for a hangnail, I don't know, whatever, anything. That's what I want to know. I want stuff, like you never would have guessed it. You didn't know how to do this or some little secret remedy thing. That's what I'm looking for. So that's what I want. Send them in to me. You can send them to Bonnie at Inravio, and maybe they'll make it onto the show.
Okay.
Boy, you're just a font of information.
No, I'm getting some
You're
inside
just pondering
tips here.
it?
This is like some, I'm just thinking blood out of a carpet.
I don't know, whatever.
Well, isn't it like when you want to get the rings off the coffee table, the wood coffee table, you use mayonnaise, right?
That's what they say. I've never tried it, but that's what they say.
That's what they say. I think we did try that once. We had a table that we wanted to save. We're like, oh my God, there's a ring. We had to save it, and then we threw it in the garbage anyway.
Yeah, because it had big old burn marks on it.
No, I think because we couldn't get rid of it.
Because we couldn't get the burn marks off of it.
Was it the burn mark? So if you have anything that takes burn marks off of furniture, send that down.
Yeah, that would be
We need
ideal.
that too.
Actually, we don't have any of that furniture anymore. Sandy took it all away, so we're
That's
good.
what I'm saying. We pretty much, hey, there's a dumpster. What should we do with this furniture? Throw it in the garbage. Okay.
All right, so that's what I got as far as what I'm looking for. So send me in your cool information. And then we're moving right along to stupid news.
I love it. These teleprompters are awesome.
Okay.
And so stupid news.
My first story of the day,
Okay.
meet Jeremy Meeks.
Jeremy
you heard about
Meeks.
this guy?
I have not heard about this guy.
Okay, Jeremy Meeks is a 30-year-old felon who was arrested on felony weapons charges during a sweep in the Weston Ranch area of Stockton, California. He's arguably the most popular suspect to grace the Stockton Police Department Facebook page because he's a cutie.
Because
Believe
he's
it or
a
not.
cutie?
He's actually kind of attractive in a way.
Really? In a Derek Jeter sort of way?
Well, you know what makes him attractive?
The tattoo on his
No.
neck?
No. It's actually the fact that he is a very dark man, obviously an African-American descent person with pale blue eyes. It's that contrast. And they're actually kind of borderline on like gray almost.
It's borderline on, I'm going to kill you and look good doing it. Look at his eyes. Doesn't he look like he's ready to...
definitely, no. He's not gorgeous. He's not take him home to mom good looking. He's just, there's one that like dangerous attractiveness kind of thing going on. Anyway, I don't have a thing for him. It's just kind
Guys
of
with
ironic
white
that
coats, the studio doors unlocked. Come on down. We're
he's
taking
made
this
it
one
into
out.
the news because his mugshot was posted on the Facebook page of the police department, and it got 10,914 likes and 2,400 comments so far. Many of them from women claiming to admire his looks.
Really?
Really. Believe it or not, they actually put it in the story, and of course their names are on Facebook and everything. So Melissa Stiles says that he's hot with a whole lot of T's.
Real.
Nicole Seba Lorena Elena, that's a Spanish girl, says, OMG, come to mama. Believe it or not. Holy heck, I would arrest him too. Hottest bad boy I've ever seen came from Ellie Abbey. And he can kidnap me any day, hold me against my will, LOL, from Jessica Gutierrez. Amazing. This kind of stuff coming from this guy. Now,
Hey, Matt, let me get your take on this. I need somebody who's in my perspective. Do you think he's hot?
Well, I'm definitely not in your perspective then, because he is gorgeous.
And
But-
is it gorgeous because he's a bad boy?
No, it's not gorgeous because he's a bad boy, because his, like, look at his cheek structure, those lips, the eyes. He's just a good-looking dude.
Okay. I'm in the need of an island that I can be by myself away from the crazies. If anybody's
Wait,
got, send
what's
that
Kevin's
into
opinion?
Chuck at...
I think he's a little overrated. I have to agree with Chuck. I mean,
got a
yeah,
what,
the
Kev?
eyes make him look, different from the ordinary Joe. But
exactly.
that's really it.
That's
But
what I'm
he
going
looks a
on.
little crazy. Kev, I'm thinking this. You grab some guitars and an amp, I'll pull the van around back, okay? We're going to head to this island and we're going to hunker down. We're going to
I
stop
didn't
at
say that
McDonald's on
I
the way.
think he's hot. I said that I can see where they're coming from because this is a unusual or exotic looking man. This is not the average run-of-the-mill looking person. Now, when you add in
Well,
the
I
fact
thought these comments were for me.
they were for you,
Yeah.
wow, thinking a little higher
Am I
yourself,
not
aren't you?
exotic and out there? I mean, I've got a bald head like most guys do. I'm fat like most old men. I got glasses. Come on, I'm exotic. Look, I'm wearing a black and a white shirt, for God's sakes. Ooh, look, I the rest of them too.
Okay, terrific.
LOL.
Yeah, okay. A Facebook page has been set up for him, believe it or not. He's being held in the jail for $900,000 bail, which actually has since been upgraded. They've raised it now, it's $1 million, because he's got past offenses for other things. He's $1 million bail, 6 felonies, and I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Basically, what it comes down to and why I'm not going with what these other women are saying is if you take a look at this picture of this guy, there's a teardrop right underneath his eye.
Oh, 'cause he's crying.
No, it's a tattoo.
Really?
Yes.
That little birthmark there is a tattoo?
Yes, that's a teardrop tattoo.
Oh, brother.
Which I did a little research to find out exactly what that means because I know it has to be symbolic of something. Okay?
Yeah, I'm a prison suspect.
No. There's a couple of different things. There's theory that it means that he's the member of a gang or that he's killed someone. There are theories that it signifies the number of years that he spent in prison or the one that
Wait a minute, the number of years.
yes,
Wouldn't you have to tally him up if he had 10 of them?
he'd have a bunch of teardrops
So
probably.
he was in jail for 1 year?
I don't know.
So in other words, this guy's not even a hardened criminal. He's just a wannabe.
Well, see,
I think
those
I
are some of
spent
the
more time in
theories.
jail than this guy did.
Those are just some of the theories. But the big theory, the one that most people go with, is that he was owned by someone in prison.
Matt. You're up, baby.
It was rumored, I don't know what, yeah, okay, so it was also rumored that he is a dude that likes dudes.
Yeah, well,
He's
I would
married.
think.
I don't know about that.
Well, because this picture also went viral on Twitter as well, because girls were going bonanza. So then they were trying to find other pictures of him. There's
Which-
another picture of him out there where he's actually smiling,
And he's missing both fangs.
Yeah, he's missing both fangs and he's got like a silver tooth as his grill. But there's also a picture of him making out with a guy, but most people are thinking that's photoshopped.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I know
Most
that
girls
he's,
are hoping that's Photoshopped.
no, he's
Yeah.
married.
But yeah, now Bonnie's saying he's married, so.
Yeah, he is married. There were stories about him and his
He might
wife
be
and
married,
stuff.
but if he's in a joint, Bubba's taking him to the prom every night.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the theory that it actually means that you were owned by someone in the prison, and that
Waka waka.
people who got out of prison, their cover story was that they were in a gang or they killed someone or something like that because they didn't want to say what it really meant. So that's the story. But he also has a Crips tattoo on his arm, so he's definitely involved in
He's
gangs.
in a gang, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but I did find several other pictures of him, and he's not nearly as attractive. He
the
just
Crips and the
happened
blood.
to take one really good picture. That's it.
And to top it all off, those aren't his real eyes. He's probably got,
No, they're probably his.
contact lenses.
No, they're most likely
The
they're
other
his.
picture, he's got cat eyes, so you never know. Oh, he's just my perfect man. He's got cat eyes. Gotta have him.
You're
my
so
own.
strange.
Yeah, tell me about it. Look what you're looking at. Talk about strange.
You're very strange.
You better make sure he, get what you got to get out of him the first night, because I think he's going to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and kill you
You probably.
in your sleep. And then steal your money and your credit cards and beat it.
And your guns.
Now, he'll bring those to the table.
Well, that's part of what he got picked up for, was guns.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, this is something that we haven't done before, and maybe we should do this next time we go to the Grand Canyon.
Okay, what?
Okay? This explorer, he apparently came up with this bright idea. He's like, that's a great idea. So this guy has just completed a week of levitating in shopping malls for 10 hours a day as a fundraiser. He wanted to do something really he could get his teeth into. And then a pal prompted him, a eureka moment. My friend said to me, what are you going to do next? Push a pea up a snotum? So this 49-year-old, he decided that's a great idea, but a pea's a little too small. So he decided to go with a Brussels sprout.
Okay.
Yes. So what he wants to do, or what he did, was he pushed his Brussels sprout with his backpack on and all the rest of his paraphernalia. It's wintertime, so he's got to be dressed in, winter garb. He pushed his Brussels sprout up a mountain.
Please tell me he did it with his nose.
Of course he did it
Please.
of course he did.
Rolled it up the mountain with his nose.
He rolled it with his nose, yes.
Oh, God, what an idiot.
Yes, apparently it took 50 minutes just to push the sprout a tenth of a mile up the mountain, he said. With that in mind, I've predicted it's going to take me 4 days and at least 40 sprouts to complete the challenge.
40?
40 sprouts.
Was
yeah.
he going to get hungry and eat it?
No, I don't think that's the issue. I think what happens is they start getting smaller and they fall apart. And he needs something that he can push. Yeah. I think there's girls. I think this guy's available as well. He does have that look.
Really? Show me the picture
Yeah,
again.
look at the blue eyes he's got there, huh? Is that awesome or what?
I don't know. It's really hard to get an idea of what this guy looks like.
Matt will pop it up, I'm sure. You can get a look at this guy.
I don't know.
He's awesome. I think he was in jail too, so he's got the bad boy quality.
Yeah, his eyes are brown.
Nah, it's just the angle. Look at the cheeks and the jawline. I think he's got a tear under both eyes. Exactly what I'm saying.
You're such a dork.
No, you guys are so gullible.
Oh, good Lord. All right. So moving right along from Brussels sprout morons,
Yeah, exactly.
let's head
And
to
the
Germany.
jailbirds.
Okay?
Yes.
It
Do we
seemed
have
like-
to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but as an unnamed American exchange student, who, by the way, I have not been able to find out his name, he can now attest to climbing into a giant vagina sculpture, probably not a good idea. Does that look like a giant vagina to you?
It depends. How do you know? Oh, come on.
Just
How
because,
many vagina mountain sculptures have you climbed?
God. Just because he doesn't go for it anymore doesn't mean he's never seen one.
Give me the vagina sculpture again. Let me look. I'll give you the. Yeah, that one's about 40 years old right there, and that's an innie. Go ahead. Apparently.
See, I don't know. I'm not really seeing it. Maybe it's because there's stuff missing.
See, when you go in a vagina that big, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. So you always want to have a 2x4 strapped across your butt. Because you don't want to fall in. That's part of the
Well,
problem.
this was a concrete one. I don't think there's much chance
Really?
of falling in. Yeah.
And tell me they had this at the park for the kids to play in.
No. Let's see. It's called Chuck and Pie, something like that. It's a sculpture made by
Stands for cherry pie?
by a Peruvian artist intended to represent the gateway to the world.
Right.
Yeah, big giant
Well, I mean, you
vagina
know,
is
when
the
you think
gateway
about
to
it,
the
you do
world.
have to come out of a vagina to get here.
But you don't ever have to go back in.
Well, at some point.
Not really. You don't have to.
To bring the next one into the world, you do.
Well,
I'm
anyway,
going in, cover me.
Yeah. Anyway, this American exchange student decided that he wanted to get his picture taken inside of it.
Inside the vagina. Okay.
Yes. So he got stuck.
Oh, I get picture inside vagina. I go inside, you click, okay?
Basically.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good picture.
Well, he slipped and was not able to get himself
I
out.
hate when that happens.
It took 22 firefighters to get him out.
Because it's a stone vagina. You can't really, like, go in there with the jaws wide. Although that would be a great picture for Facebook. If I got there, I would have to call for the jaws of life off the truck and go, I'm getting a picture of this one.
Well, considering they actually have his picture, I'm thinking that there were a lot of pictures snapped when he got there.
No, I care less about him. Just the vagina with the jaws of life in it. That's all I would need. And me smiling like this. Right?
Well, the mayor,
So this Chinese kid got swallowed up by a large vagina.
yes, he's
He's
obviously
American in Germany.
yeah he's an American
He didn't look
exchange
too
student.
American
No,
to
he
me.
doesn't look it, but he's American exchange
He
student.
must have changed the wrong stuff. So this brings back memories of, who is it? Land shark.
Oh, jeez.
Who is it? Large vagina. I mean, right? That would be funny. If somebody knocked on your door and it turned out it was a stone vagina.
Yeah.
Or if Glory Days had a Sammy Stone vagina. Can they have one of those?
I don't know.
Can they make them?
I don't think so.
That would be funny.
Well, the mayor was quoted. He was expressed his
The mayor of
confusion
Germany?
of Tübingen, which is apparently where this thing is.
Okay.
He was quoted expressing his confusion over how such a thing occurs. He said, "Even when considering the most extreme adolescent fantasies, to reward such a masterly achievement with the use of 22 firefighters almost pains my soul."
He's a poet and he doesn't even know it.
Yeah. Come on. Okay. All right, so
Well, how about this one? If you and your wife had a baby, right?
me and my wife?
No, I'm speaking to the people, the
Oh,
viewers.
okay,
Who cares
okay.
about you? Okay? I'm speaking to the people out here. I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
If you and your wife had a baby,
Uh-huh.
would you, if you had that, you're looking at it, you go, I don't know about this one. This one's a little iffy,
Oh, okay. Not sure this one's really mine kind of thing?
Nah, that's not necessarily the case, but let's
I
say,
kind of
for
like the
example,
blue one a little better.
well, let's say you wind up with a boy and you decide, I'm really into the girl thing, because, like you said, boys are a little, dirty. They're nasty, right?
Boys are disgusting.
They get into stuff, yeah. So you don't like boys. So if you had a boy, would you be sitting in the hospital going, crap, I had a boy? Now, what would be really the next thing to do, really, if you wanted to do something about it? How about making up a flyer in the hospital bathroom, slapping it up on the wall and saying, listen, have a baby boy, anybody want to swap for a girl?
Oh Oh my God, you can't do that.
Why not?
You
I mean,
can't.
why?
You can't.
It's a baby for a baby. What's the big deal?
You can't.
But why?
Because it's not legal.
Morally incomprehensible.
There
There's
you
too
go.
many words there. I can't make that out.
2 words.
They're big, though. If it's not and but, and yeah, okay, but that's about as far as I go.
You can't do it. It's illegal. You
But
can't
they
do it.
already had an 11-year-old son. They really didn't want another son. They wanted to have a girl.
Are they Oriental? They from Asia or something?
Um,
Yes, they are. There you go.
Is it?
It's not America. Apparently, it's in China somewhere. Linzhou, Henan province. Yes. Yeah, that's because they're only allowed to have 2 kids.
really?
Yes, yes. So they always want to get one of each because they want the boy to carry on the name and they want the girl to take care of them when they get old because they know the boy's taking off.
Well, apparently the officers that saw this flyer were alerted. They saw this flyer, and they delivered a stern warning to the man. Don't do that again. You like it nice? He didn't want another son. He wanted a girl. So, hey, you should be happy. They're not throwing the girls away anymore. Actually, somebody wants them.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, all right.
So,
Okay.
I guess that's frowned upon there in China.
Yeah, well, I think it's found on everywhere. Nobody says you can trade babies.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea to me.
Okay, I'll remember that.
You know,
Are you-
it's like you're going through baseball cards. Got it, need it, got it.
There aren't that many choices.
Well, apparently today, as at the top, a bottom, a side, a upside down, or inside out. I mean, apparently you could have a handful of different ones.
No, there's still only 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you remember tomato? Remember that?
Tomato?
Yeah.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Yeah, that
thing?
whole thing.
Okay.
Okay, well, there's a new one now. Grenada.
Grenada, wasn't that? That was always a thing, wasn't it?
No, actually, there are 2 real places.
They're
I
separate.
was not aware that there are 2 places, Grenada and
And
Grenada. Yeah, I was not aware.
You didn't know that?
No, I thought it was the same place and just people said it different ways.
Oh, no. Well, tomato and tomato. Does that make it 2 separate things or what?
Well, if Grenada and Grenada are 2 different places, then tomato and tomato should be 2 different things. Would make sense.
But it's not.
But they're not, which is why I thought they were the same thing. But apparently they're not. And a Maryland dentist wanted to go to one of them, which if you look at my little map there, you can see it's in the Caribbean there. It's in that nice little place to be. Pretty, right? There it is.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's where he actually went.
Who is this?
There's a dentist from Maryland. Him
A
and
dentist.
his partner, they went to this place. Look how pretty that is. Nice little, on the water kind of a place.
Yeah, that's on the postcard till you get there.
Okay. I don't know. It's off of South America. Looks pretty to me. It's in the Caribbean. Looks nice.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Let me know when you get there. Give me a shout.
well, somehow the travel agent put him on the wrong flight.
Really?
Yes, and
Oh,
they
that sucks.
that place that we just showed you is where
So he
he
did not
actually
go
went.
to that was the place
That's
he
where
actually
he
went
actually
to?
went. Where he really wanted to go was this place, Granada or Grenada, whatever, the other place, which is in Spain. Okay? That's where he wanted to go. I'm thinking...
Which is sand.
No, actually it's not.
It's nice as well.
It's not nearly as pretty. One, it's inland, so there's no water, there's no Caribbean, no nothing like that.
Okay.
It's like everybody is crammed together and it's a little tiny... Look at
Huts.
that. Look at that. Who would want to go there?
Wow. Yeah, huh?
I don't want to go there. That's icky.
That looks kind of packed together.
Right. That's where he wanted to go for
Really?
some reason unknown to me.
So they sent him to the wrong place,
They
which
sent him
turned
to
out
the,
to be good?
to the Caribbean. They sent him there.
That's nice.
Exactly. He's pissed.
Wait, do that again. Show me the other picture. Show me the other one. Yay!
Well, he's pissed. Believe it or not, he's suing the airline.
Because they sent him to a good place.
He's suing them because they didn't send him to the right place.
Now, was he from there originally?
No, he's from Maryland.
Oh, so he didn't even look at his ticket or anything. It wasn't like he was going there to see family or something. So
I
he's
guess
suing.
he didn't notice that the only difference between the two different places is an E or an A.
All right, so the ticket was $400. Is that what I'm getting out of this?
Right. The airlines offered him thousands of miles and
Nearly
$400
$400
each for their trouble.
Sure.
And they were going to send him to the right place.
And he's suing for
$30,000.
$30,000.
Because he's claiming that that's what his whole vacation
Cost.
actually cost, was $30,000.
And his vacation got ruined.
I
Got
want to
waylaid.
go on that kind of a vacation.
Yeah, screw mine up and send me there.
That's right. For 30 grand?
Personally, for 30, you know what? I would have went there. I would have enjoyed what I was there. Would have came back and said, all right, you screwed it up. Give me the $400. I'd go to the other place. Kill two birds with one stone.
Well, I think it probably would have cost him more to get there. I mean, he was
Whatever,
going to
but,
Spain.
You know, they're giving him something back.
Yeah, but I don't really care where you're going. I want to go on a vacation that's 30 grand for two people. I want to know what that kind of a vacation is. I know people that don't make that all year long. Never mind spend that for a vacation. That's amazing to me.
Well, how about this? You want to be amazed?
Okay, sure.
How about this? How about two policemen from Russia's southern Sarivpol region apparently reportedly abducted a comatose murder suspect from a hospital and tried to check him in as baggage on a flight. I have a picture of it here. After which the man died.
Really?
They didn't even pack this dude up. They're dragging him down the hallway. You know what I mean?
Would they put a handle on the back of his shirt? I mean, what's
Probably.
the
They carry him like luggage.
deal? Wow.
So the suspect, 36-year-old, he was taken by policemen from the hospital in this region outside Moscow, leaving the local doctors scratching their heads after finding their unconscious patient had disappeared. They're like, we left him here. Where is he? I don't know.
Wow.
Believe it?
That's incredible.
So the policemen then handcuffed their suspect to a bench while they took a nap.
He's in a coma.
I gotcha. But here, what happened was the UT airline flatly refused to accept the man as baggage. Thank God somebody jumped in. The report said it was not clear from the report whether the incident had occurred, but this is what was reported.
Wow.
And the policeman handcuffed the suspect to a bench while he took a nap, but woke up several hours later to find that the man was struggling to breathe.
Probably because they took him off of his ventilator.
Life support, yeah, exactly. So airport
Wow.
police called an ambulance, but his escorts refused to allow him to be hospitalized, and he died. Really?
That's incredible.
Why did they want to get this guy out of there? Maybe he was a drug mule or something. They'll find out. That's just crazy.
Okay. A Colorado mom is firing back at Facebook after she says her photos of breastfeeding were removed and her account was temporarily suspended. Her name is Gianna Hotch. She sent an email to her local newscast saying her account was suspended for 24 hours after someone flagged a photo of her breastfeeding her baby as inappropriate.
Now, we can't show this photo.
In its entirety, but I've
we-
got it, pixelated.
We pixelated it a little out.
Yes.
So she's nippleless.
Right. I don't know. I find that inappropriate.
She's young,
I don't care how old she is.
with a tattoo under her arm. And she posted this on Facebook. Where is she from?
Colorado.
There. Then she's out of here. Other parts of the world, they're, a little more free with this type of stuff. But the United States, not so much.
She's in Colorado.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said she's out of here.
What do you
Take
mean
her off.
out of here?
Take her off. Off Facebook.
No, they put her back on.
Really?
Really? Facebook said okay.
They said okay to that.
Yes.
See, that surprises me.
She's quoted as saying, "I decided to put the photo up after a lot of thought."
A lot of
And-
thought. What were you thinking?
I don't know. Facebook responded by saying, "Someone reported an image to us and a member of our team removed it by mistake. The photo did not violate our community standards, so we've restored it and there shouldn't be any further issues." I don't see how that doesn't violate their standards, in all honesty. There can't be any nudity on Facebook.
Well, do you call that nudity?
Absolutely. You can't walk around like that, so yes.
Matt, your thoughts?
Yes.
It's a what?
He says it's a nude chest.
Well, doesn't it fall into that category with the whole girls breastfeeding, women breastfeeding in public thing?
Yeah, I know. There's that whole big thing about
But
whether or
here's
not
the
they're
thing,
allowed to.
when you sign up for Facebook, you accept the terms and conditions of Facebook, and nudity in any form is not allowed. You could post a picture that you did for your husband or your wife in the full frontal. You can't post it on Facebook, even if it's considered art. If it offends one person, it's coming down. That's why you can report images.
So if
I
you're in
understand,
public, she
like,
could
what-
do that in public?
No.
You can't do that in public either. You can breastfeed, but you can't have your full breast hanging out.
You're
So-
supposed to be discreet about it. The whole point is, yes, they should be allowed to do that in public, but you should not be allowed to also make everyone else around you uncomfortable. That's the whole point. Just because you want to do something doesn't give you the right to make everyone else have a problem. And, you know, I don't want to stop her from breastfeeding. I just don't want to watch it. And I don't think that that should be on Facebook, because what if she'd be the first person to be jumping up and down if her 5-year-old or something happened to come across that picture? She'd be the first one to jump up and down and say how that was inappropriate, that that shouldn't be where any kid can see it, blah, blah, blah. Now, I know that there's a way to make it on Facebook where only your friends can see your pictures.
Right.
Only people that you've
Okay.
approved, okay?
Yeah.
Well, she didn't do that, because I found the picture on Facebook and more than just that one.
And more.
More than just that one picture, with the same kind of things, without being friends with her. So I know that that's not how she set it up. So I personally feel that she's in the wrong.
Okay.
She claims, I hear and
not
see
something I
stories
wanna
all the
look at.
time of women being ashamed of breastfeeding in public, and I just wanted to bring awareness. Awareness to what? Everyone knows that that's what they were made for. Everyone knows that that's what they do. There's no awareness that she's bringing. That's all I have to say on that.
Yeah. She's making a point there, and they put it back up?
Yes. Yeah, they say that they respect people's rights and they can share content of personal importance, blah, 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 but it's wrong. Because they say that, how you can do this, whether they're photos of a sculpture like Michelangelo's David or family photos of a child breastfeeding. But then they go on to say that Facebook does not allow photos, they go on to say that they do allow all this other stuff, but then they go on to say how they don't allow nudity. So if they don't allow nudity, then that picture is not allowed.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're right. Especially, if it was pixelated, it might be a different story.
Yeah, well then, yes. I still don't feel I want to see it, but at least then, yes. There's a certain amount of modesty there.
More of a leg to stand on.
Yes, there's a certain amount of modesty there.
It's almost like, okay, think of it this way. Unless you have a certain kind of license, I think it's like a cabaret license, you can't be fully nude in a bar. Okay? So, like for men, for instance, at a bar, if you're having a go-go dancer or something, they can wear a G-string and they can show their bare butt and
That's
everything
normally
else.
what I do, yeah.
But they can, I know. I'm just letting you know what you're allowed to do now.
Is it
But you
cabaret
can show
license, I mean?
everything of the front except for the tip of the penis.
Just stupid.
You can show the shaft, but you can't show whether or not you're circumcised or uncircumcised. That's where they draw the line.
Really?
Yes. That's considered like the woman's nipple. Like you can show everything but
Yeah,
the
which is
nipple
why
on
they have to
TV,
wear
right?
pasties.
So for a male's penis, you can show everything except for the tip of the penis.
I always thought that was kind of dopey.
The whole what's the point of going 3/4 when you can go the whole way?
No, I mean the nipple, the pasties thing. Makes no sense to me.
And yet we can show ours.
Yeah.
And ours are very unattractive.
Nobody's are attractive. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. Nobody's are attractive. Nipples are stupid.
Really?
Yes, they're stupid. They look stupid.
There's a quote of the day. Nipples are stupid. Isolate that quote. We'll be using it.
I'm sorry, but it's true. All those parts just look ridiculous. They all look ridiculous. It's dumb.
What are you, an amoeba?
No, I didn't say that you don't need them. I'm just saying they look stupid. Breasts look dopey. They just dangle and bobble around.
They're supposed to dangle and bobble around. That is the idea of the breast. Well, it depends if you're attracted that way. I was never attracted into the bouncing part, to be honest with you. I know some guys are, girls on trampolines, blah, blah, blah. The bouncing never got to me.
Okay.
But to each their own, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
How about this one? Now, this is a way to go out and celebrate. Probably not the proper way, but this is apparently what happened. A New York City policeman, Officer Eugene Donnelly, he donned his blue dress for his dress blues for a medal ceremony at one police plaza. And he was awarded the department's second highest honor. It's the Police Combat Cross. So he's shaking the Mayor de Blasio's hand during the Medal Day ceremonies and, the police chief and so forth. And didn't know that he was going to go out and celebrate that night because shortly after this, the cockeyed cop sported only his underwear when they found him in the stranger's Bronx apartment. The 4-year veteran, he was so hammered that on this bender, this June 10th bender, that he didn't even recognize his whereabouts. He was so blottoed.
Wow.
So, of course, being stripped of his badge the next day, I don't know. What do you say about that? That really sucks. So when you do have something good happen in your life, don't go over the top celebrating because you may lose what you got.
Yeah,
Is that the story there?
Exactly.
Wow.
All right.
All right. So what do we got coming up?
Well, we got Nerdgasm tonight, and they've got a special guest.
Special guest.
Yes, a special guest. Matt is going to be involved.
Oh, Matt's going to be there on the show.
You're terrible. Yes, Matt will be involved in the Nerdgasm episode tonight. They're talking Devil Wears Prada, and I don't even remember what all else. But
Devil Wears Prada.
yeah, that's one of the movies they're going to talk about.
I don't like it. Come on, he's got to be stuck between Superman and Spider-Man. There's a lot of S's there.
Okay.
Come on, to get Dave to wear any of those costumes, all you got to tell him he's probably got him in his car. He's probably wearing them anyway. He's just got to strip down a couple of those shirts. He seems like he's always wearing a Superman shirt, doesn't he?
Well, that's their thing.
So Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, and there's some other stuff too. Oh, and Maleficent, How to Train Your Dragon 2, and Neighbors. So they're going to talk a couple of new movies.
Going to talk about some new movies.
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen these movies, Matt?
Matt saw Maleficent and Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah. So you're an authority on these. You know what you're a
Authoritar.
So you have some take on how these girls look good.
All right. So they will be on at 10, and come back later and check them out. And that's it for us. So remember, send us in your grandmother's amazing remedies for things to Bonnie at InRavio. And that's it for us for tonight. Right?
Right.
See you later. Bye.
See you later.